Hello my dear students, myself Dr. Sumana Bhattacharya from Department of Commerce and Financial Studies, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Vishwavidyalaya, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. Today I will be discussing about a topic of the syllabus of MCOM second semester of the subject of behavioral science, that is leadership. So this is part 1 of my lecture, leadership. Let us begin with the discussion. Leadership. My dear students, India is a democratic country and we are enjoying the independence in this country in last 72 years, and in these years you know very well about the history of independence of India, that we had very world famous popular leaders emerged during the time of independence. So leadership is not a word which is very much uncommon or unfamiliar to you. In fact, it's a very common word, and you can always visualize a few personalities from Indian history whom we called a great leader, like Mahatma Gandhi and Jawaharlal Nehru, and so on. But I would like to tell you that leadership is not a quality which is required for any specific circumstance or specific task. It is a quality which we require in our day-to-day work also, for accomplishment in a perfect level, as well as for motivation purpose. So let us understand the definition of leadership and what the following with its nature and characteristics. So leadership is the ability of a superior to influence the behavior of a subordinate or a group and persuade them to follow a particular course of action. See, we don't follow everybody. We follow only those with whom we are influenced, either maybe the ideology, maybe the process, maybe the behavior, whatever it is. But the human behavior has an instinct of leadership which may be inherited or may be learned about, developed. So it is an art of inspiring subordinates or followers to perform their duties willingly, competently and enthusiastically. So for reaching a level of perfection, we need to have the commitment towards the work, which is willingly, competently and enthusiastically. So what is the nature and characteristics of leadership? First of all, leadership is a personal quality. It may be inherited or it may be developed. It exists only with followers. If there are no followers, naturally there is no leadership. It is the willingness of people to follow that makes a person a leader. If you force somebody to believe you to be a leader, that is not a successful leadership trait. Leadership is a process of influence. A leader must be able to influence the behavior, attitude and the beliefs of the subordinate. It exists only for the realization of common goals. Now, it involves readiness to accept complete responsibility in all situations. A leader has to be accountable, has to be responsible. If there is success, it's fine. If there is no success, then the responsibility should be bravely taken by the leader. Leadership is the function of stimulating the followers to strive willingly to attain organizational objectives, and then leadership styles do change from different circumstances. There are various styles, and in different circumstances various styles may be adopted. Leadership is neither bossism nor it is a synonymous with management. It is a quality to influence. Let us find out the styles of leadership. There are various styles, and we will divide or study about these styles of leadership in segments. Number one is leadership which is based on attitude and behavior of the person. So there are four types: autocratic leadership, laissez-faire, democratic and paternalistic. So let us find out what are they. First, we will learn about autocratic or authoritarian style of leadership. Now, autocratic leadership means it's a style where the individual control over all decisions and very little input is taken from the group members. Autocratic leaders typically make choices based on their own ideas, and judgments are made by themselves only. So this is a form where it is very much, this style is very much relevant to dictatorship, because the group members are not at all allowed to give any input in the decision making process. So whatever decision is taken, it is taken by the leader himself alone, based on his own experience or judgment or learning, whatever. So this is one style of leadership. The second one is laissez-faire or free rein leadership. Now laissez-faire or free rein, by the name only you can understand, here full freedom is given to the group members to have their work done. Now very importantly, in this style of leadership, success can be achieved only if the group members are highly skilled, well motivated and capable enough to accomplish their task assigned to them. That means they are self-responsible. Then only you can give them a free rein style of leadership where each member has their own input and own style to accomplish the goal. The third is democratic or participative style leader. Now in this style of leadership, as we know, what is democracy? So each member has their own view and the best is been taken for implementation. So this is a participative role where every member has their own say and the best option is selected out of which is which is more achievable, which is more implementable. That action is taken into a process. So this style of leadership is called democratic, where inputs are very much respected for all the members of the group. Then comes the paternalistic style of leader. Now paternalistic style of leader is an emotional form of leadership where the most of the time head of the family becomes the leader by his age, by his experience, and all the family members or the subordinates follow that leader in the gesture of a respect, in the gesture of sentiments and emotions. Now the point to be look after here is that in this type of leadership the growth is little bit hindered, because the oldest man in the family or the oldest person in the organization is made a leader, so he may not be adaptable to the new technologies, to the new changes. So whatever decision he takes, it is based on the old styles and maybe the growth is a bit hindered. So these are the four patterns of leadership style which is based on the behavior and attitude of a person. So we do have another more different styles of leadership which we will continue in part 2 of this video lecture. Thank you very much.